Welcome back, everyone. I'm Simon Severino, CEO of Strategy Sprints, and today I want to share with you one of our most powerful tools. It excites everyone because it can free up 40% of your time. And time freedom is what we are all looking for, because that's in the end why we became entrepreneurs, because we wanted independence, right? And independence means saying yes and no to things, making the day according to your needs and according to the weather and according to what you want to build, saying yes to the right people, saying no to the people that are not the right people for you. So let me share with you, because everybody's excited about the focus card. And to me, it's funny because I'm using the focus card since 23 years. I still love it. But everybody's excited when they start using it for the first time, because before the focus card, they are time poor. They're doing too many things. They feel distracted and scattered, and they have a feeling that they're running, chasing the next task, and it's never done. And after it, they free up 40% of their time. And you see them literally more relaxed, more open. They have this breathing room that is important. Let's do this, guys. So if you're in the Sprint Club, you are probably using it already. If you're not in the Sprint Club, you can download the tool that I'm gonna show you how to use in the Sprint Club. You go to strategysprints.com and just access everything for free, including the focus card for 7 days. Try it out. Here also the direct access. Now, the tool that we're talking about is the focus card. And here's an example. Let me show you how to use the focus card. You will download the template from the Sprint Club, and then you start here. You start what's on your plate right now. You start making a very long list. So let's do this actually. Hit pause and write a comprehensive list of all the projects that you and your team are running right now. All the projects. Make a list. Hit pause. Make a long list. After 23 years of coaching, I can tell you what's happening. Your first list will have 60 projects. A project is everything that has more than 3 tasks. So you will have 60 projects. Improve the website, write the LinkedIn content, improve the show up rate of our next webinar, fill the next webinar, build that one tool for our current clients, or fix that bug on our website that is decreasing the conversions. You will have 60 projects. Now, step 2 is cut that number in half. Okay, so step 1, list all your projects. And I'm telling you right now, it will be around 60 projects. On average, over many industries, many countries, 23 years of coaching, you will have around 60 projects. Some have 80, some have 70. Now you cut them in half until you have around 30. And then you cut them in half again until you have around 15. And then you cut them in half again. This is where you start filling your focus card, because now you have your top 9 projects here. 1, 2, and you start describing them, like increasing our website conversion to 16%, finalizing that email drip campaign, and making sure it has 77% open rate. So you start writing down the most important tasks bundles of tasks, projects for the next 90 days. Because this is the 90 days part. Then you have the year part, 5 years, and the metrics. But that comes later, okay? You start with the 90 days, write down all the projects that are the most important projects, because of the whole list you have prioritized now down to the top 9. And now with these top 9 projects for the next 90 days, I want you to pick one weekly metrics per project. So for example, drip campaign has the 77% open rate. Then, and this is number 4. Then we go to the same row here for how will we measure every Friday that the drip campaign is moving towards 77% open rate. We will say open rate this week. And we'll see it gradually increase to 77. So maybe right now it's at 16. Next week it will be 17%. And then the week after 18%. We want to know that every week we are improving it by roughly 1%. We're improving it to the objective, right? To the goal in 90 days, which is 77. Then website conversions. We want to gradually increase it to 16%. What's a weekly metric? Well, conversions this week. And again, you see it gradually. If from Monday to Friday, you and your team are doing the right things, now you will see it gradually every Friday. That number will gradually go up. And if not, then you know that you're not doing the right things. You have to run experiments, A/B tests, and find out what's actually the right thing to do. Okay? So that's the next step is, let's sum it up again. We did write down our 90 days activities. And now we have selected weekly metrics. That's the of the strategy sprints method. I wrote a book about the strategy sprints method. It came out 2022 with Kogan Page. It's available in 3 languages, English, Chinese, and Russian right now. Strategy sprints by Simon Severino if you want to know more. But right now the tasks for you are you write down the 90 days activities, and then you break down each 90 days activities into weekly metrics. Now that's it for today, and we will stop it here. But when you join the Sprint Club, or if you have a one-on-one sprint coach, now with your coach, the next step will be double checking that each task directly contributes to their parent task, because if they don't, it will not get a dot. And that means that you have to decide with your team if you really want to spend time on it, because it doesn't compound. Only the dots compound, which means, for example, you're writing a newsletter, you're writing LinkedIn posts, and those LinkedIn posts, they just disappear, then they don't compound. But if you're writing LinkedIn posts that can become articles, those articles can become 50 articles in a year. So weekly articles become 50 articles. And those 50 articles can become 12 chapters of a book at the end of the year. Now it gets a dot because it's compounding. But that's an advanced use of the focus card. For now, insert your 90 days, break them down into weekly metrics, schedule with your team a Friday meeting, 45 minutes, where you look at the weekly metrics and enjoy. You will see immediately 40% of your time getting freed up gradually, because now you are doing 9 things instead of the 60 that you were doing. And that's the first step to regaining 40%. We have a big program coming up. Jay Abraham and myself, we're running a 6-month program that guarantees you freeing up 40% of your time and accelerating your sales. And of course, if we know Jay and Simon, we're care just about sales. We want to create repeatable income streams that are highly profitable and have things that work while you don't. Things like licensing, subscriptions, royalties, many things, like my book that it's out there in Chinese and in English and in Russian. It's making royalties while I don't think about it, while I do something else. And that's the point, right? You want to create assets, not just a business. You don't want to create a business. You want to create a life that generates income. All right, guys, see you in the Sprint Club, strategysprints.com. Bye-bye.